What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to Jagged Alliance Flashback. My name is Splattercat, and I'm happy to have you here today as we go on a prison break. That's our next mission. It's the only thing we have left. So let's go ahead and do the prison break before we make the jump to the real island. And so we're going to walk on out to right here. I think my contracts are about to expire, though. Yeah, I'm going to hire him back for another day. So you'll also see that we got some extra funds as well, and when I pull up to right here, you can't spell funds without a plethora of fun. I'm gonna hire another mercenary just in case. I think 4 people. I've done the prison before, and the prison gets pretty hairy, so I'm thinking we probably want to bring somebody else along who can help us out with this. Somebody with a decent amount of ammo. Shadow. No, you're a little expensive. Bull, what do? He's got brass knuckles and a shotgun. Blood. He might be a good point man, actually, because he comes with a flak vest. That might help. As of right now, everybody in my group is, like, really fragile. I put the shotgun, if you were wondering, I put it on Bones. So there's a number of things that I've made adjustments right now, too. The characters are talking in the background, in case you were wondering what that is. They all have, like, their little voiceovers and things, but they're really quiet. Even to me right now, I can't hear the voiceovers. Maybe we'll go with Reaper, because he comes with a flak vest. He's actually pretty cheap as well. Yeah, we'll go with him. Let's hire him with gear for one day.
Accept the contract, with the stipulation that once it's expired or terminated, all relevant paperwork is given to me to be destroyed. There's to be no evidence of this engagement.
Alright, whatever. We got 4 people now and we're ready to roll. Can I move you around on my team? Unit is already in the squad. It looks like not. Well, what can you do with the gear that you have? So you have parabellum ammo on you. Okay, that's good. He has an MP. That's fine. That'll work out. And what is this? A bulletproof vest commonly used by local police forces and SWAT teams, specifically designed for urban combat. So that'll probably help out decently. My guess is that the 28 right there is how much damage it reduces when it gets shot. I don't know. Let's go ahead and we're going to jump straight on into this one. And I think this is probably going to be the firefight of at least not a lifetime, but the firefight of this island lifetime, because last time I was here, it didn't turn out so great for me. Let's go! Alright, you have encountered enemies in Sector B13. Well, let's go see if we can sink this battleship. Battleship is one of those games that, like, sometimes you feel like you do really well at it, but then other times you're just like, God, where did they put that ship? Especially that damn little dinghy. That thing. Oh, good, we've got rainfall going on. That'll be enjoyable for this engagement. What's better than being shot at? Being shot at and wet. Let's stay off the road for right now. I'm gonna move the squad up. Oh, I don't know. Let's go Bones to there, Reaper to there, Brewski's on point, Cliff swing wide so that we have a flank position that we can rock with. Reaper, let's see, the entrance to the prison is right there. Okay, so Reaper, I'd like you on this side of this rock. Is he wearing like a, does he have like a skirt on, or what's going on with Reaper? I don't know. I'm not gonna question it. I think he's got a trench coat or something going on. This is going to hurt our visibility is the thing that I'm really worried about. No, not you, not you, not you. Oh my god, I had the wrong person selected. Let's put Cliff up over here. I'm not seeing anybody just yet. Maybe the patrols are lighter because... reasons? I don't know. I'm going to get people moving up. There's an enemy right there. I knew there was going to be enemies. So we're going to go for shots right there with Bones to the chest. These guys, I think they have grenades too at one point or another. I'm pretty sure they have like grenades at some point during this fight because I remember grenades being thrown. We got 2 rounds on him. That leaves him with 5 AP. I'm going to have him duck and cover. Make like a turtle named Bert. Nah, unfortunately my aim shot did not hit, so we're going to go all the way back down. We're going to squat. Over here, we have no shot, unfortunately, but I can move him up behind the tree, and then we have a shot. And so I'm going to have him drop, at least take a little bit of the edge off the fact that he can be fired upon. I waited in between episodes to make sure everybody was healed up. If you're wondering where the time allotment went and how I used up, you know, 8 or 9 hours in between episodes, it's because I got in there and I tried to make sure I think he's out of range anyways. Let's go ahead and we'll move him up to right here. It's not too bad. Can you take a shot from right there? You can, but it's not going to be a successful shot. Let's make him get prone then. There we go. We'll wait and see. I think they're going to reinforce this position. It might get a little bit rowdy. So we're at the prison right now to rescue Miguel's daughter, who was kidnapped by the prince's troops. You can see that the enemy turn is going to be really, really long. That's because there are a ton of bad guys on this map. Like, we are going to go through bad guys. If you try and do this too early, you're going to run out of ammo. I'm just letting you know. That's got to be a bug. What's going on right there? Who did he fire at? Unfortunately, we don't have any grenades to make this work. I'm going to have him get on his feet. It's too far. We can't cross the gap. Unfortunately, sans grenades. This might actually be a pain in the ass to dig this guy out. Might have you stand up, maybe. Can you do anything with that? No. Okay, drop back down. You stand up and get behind this tree back here, because I think you were the one that he was firing at. Okay, so you're out right there. What I would prefer is we'll put them on reaction shots. Yeah, let's put all these guys on reaction fire. And so if this guy tries to get sneaky and move around, we're going to blast his ass. So there's the interrupt done by Brewski. That means that we get a 74% chest shot. There we go. Got him. Okay, so we have an enemy down. Let's go ahead and bypass the turn. And we're just going to wait and see who comes out of the gate. See if anybody comes to investigate. And if they do, we will investigate the front of their face with raking fire. So Bones is definitely hearing people on the opposite side of the door. I'm going to have him stand, actually, and keep an eye on what's going through right there. These two, I don't think I'm going to leave them. We have a smoke grenade. This might be a good time for us to advance and take ground, too. Make a kill zone around the door with people behind this and this right here. Let's go for it. This is going to leave them open in the short term, but I think if we react quickly, this plan will succeed. Yeah, okay, so we've got an enemy over there. Like I said, this could backfire on me, but we're going to try. I'm going to move him up to right here, and we'll get his facing on. There we go. And we'll see what these guys decide to do. They're going to have to take a really, really long shot to get Brewski right here. And so since he's got more time to swivel around, I'm going to have him run off to this side. There we go. And then right here, maybe get him behind this big rock or something. And then we'll have him drop and take a knee. And that leaves us in really, really good shape. You guys get down. There we go. And so now we're waiting it on out. I was interested in doing a game like this for quite some time. I don't know if it was something that Nerdcastle thought it looked like for a second that we were being attacked from another direction. They may be setting up back here waiting for us to come to them. That's the other thing that I would be slightly worried about. Enemy contact lost. Okay. So if we've lost enemy contact, I'm going to try and take the gate right here. Actually, that's risky. Let's not do that. Have him swing back out here. Have somebody move along the wall here. And then maybe consider having somebody play peekaboo inside the prison. This is not a location that I'm really enthused about getting trapped in. Cover appears to be semi-limited. Okay, so we got an enemy right there. And this guy right here, what is he packing? Kukuruza, Prince's soldier. So he's got a expansion vest. Looks like maybe like a Kevlar helmet or something. I don't know what he's got going on. How far can I get with this character if he stands up and makes a run for it? Okay, so let's get him in and behind this wall over here. This guy's not in interrupt mode or anything, and I would really prefer to fight this battle on my terms, not theirs. Let's just wait and see what happens right here. I was going to say, somebody's going to come at us. Like, I can virtually assure you one of them will come and investigate. And that's exactly what I wanted to happen. I didn't want to be the person investigating. I wanted them to be doing all the detective work. This guy right here, let's put a couple rounds into him. Since he decided to get inquisitive. He's got a vest on, so he's taking a lot less damage. But I think between my entire team, we should be able to get him out of our hair. Oh, I shot my own character. Hell, Reaper got shot. Okay, so the bullet went straight through him and hit Reaper. That's no good. I wonder what the calculation is on that, but now that I'm aware, let's never do that again. I'm gonna let the enemy have their turn. Let's go ahead and lock and load real fast. It's a minor problem. It didn't strike off any bleeding or anything, but it still is a problem. Next time I'll try and move people out of the way if they come to me. I would prefer that this be a chicken shoot. Like, seriously, that's what I would really prefer right now, is that this be a turkey shoot, where they just keep coming out and investigating, and then I just keep being like, pow, pow, bagurk, and just taking them out. That's what I would prefer, but... Enemy contact lost. Okay, so let's take this position right here. Let's take that position right there. Brewski, you're going to be in right here. Now, this position is extremely susceptible to being flanked. And so, I don't know. Let's send somebody wide over here, I guess. Is there even anything in that building right there? Or is there access? Okay, so Reaper is caught out in the open right now. And these guys are... Ooh. With a grenade right now, we could really do some damage. Unfortunately, there is no grenade present. Do I engage in a shootout right here? Do I get him into cover? Well, these guys don't have a shot at all, so they're not even going to be able to assist with this. It's going to cost you 9 AP to fire on him. 7 will put you down to 9. Okay, so there's 2 hits right there. And let's have you evacuate the situation real fast. So we'll have him run back out. Over here on this side, what I would prefer... Let's go for a hit right there. Okay, so we've got 1 kill already. I'm going to have him hit the deck, because the deck has been excessively naughty today, and it deserves a beating. And then, what do I want to do with my other team members? I'm afraid to advance much further, because something might come out this way and come after me. This is the map that you play the tutorial on, and so I am mostly acclimated with this map. There should be a whole bunch of loot in here too. That's the other part, is we should be able to get a ton of cash out of this place once we finish it off. This should basically give us all the stuff that we start out with. At least in the tutorial there was a lot of lootables. He's got 9 left. Just leave him where he's at. Maybe, nah, whatever. I guess I'll consider... Let's live on the edge for a little bit. I'm going to advance a bit. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But if it does, well, it does. We're going to have to wait and see, though. I can't really tell you how this is going to go. He's got an opening for a torso shot right there. A pretty good torso shot, actually, so let's go for it. Ooh, critted him. Caught him right in the jaw. A little bit of chin music right there from the 1822, the 1911, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to cover this door right here, because somebody might come out of it. Let's go ahead. I'm going to try and get Reaper into a firing position as well. I may actually go ahead. Let's bypass a turn, and we'll wait and see who pops out. Where's your contact at? Contact is... Oh, inside the building through the window. Oh my god. Okay, so that could have ended very poorly for me. And he's also carrying a high caliber weapon. It looks like it's got a scope or some kind of... Okay, if I move him to there, can he still fire? It's 18, no. Let's go through the window and see if we can't tag him once. And then maybe I'll have him hit the deck. Meanwhile, let's have Cliff move to there. And unfortunately, he's got no firing position from right there, so we'll have him get low. If somebody comes out of this door, we are just banged inside out, unfortunately. So let's put him right there so that maybe he can fire at anybody that comes out of the door. Bones, let's get you on your feet. And we want to be careful about advancing over here, because windows are a little bit odd in this game. So I'm going to have him come over to here, and then we'll have him get down behind that crate. Let's wait and see what happens. Okay, and so it looked like it leaves us with a nice open field to advance across. I don't know. They don't seem to use covering fire or reactive fire very much, so I don't worry about it that often. It may be something that I have to learn to respect once we get further on into the game, but for right now, the AI doesn't really seem too interested in using covering fire. No hole in the wall right there. I think I may have Reaper go investigate this. Ooh, there's a safe over there too. Interesting. We may have to liberate some valuables from the prince in the next little bit. Okay, so we got a guy right there. but our chances of being able to hit him are pretty low. So I'm going to jump behind this building right here. If I stand up Brewski, I've got a shot on him. I can do 65. From right there with the 60, I can get back into prone. Yeah, there's another hit. We'll drop back into prone. Definitely think, as part of my first impressions, I do think the AI needs a little bit of work. Like, the AI does not do super smart things, and in fact, I think the AI is probably on the same level as, like, Silent Storm, where it does really dumb stuff sometimes, and it really lumps up occasionally. I mean, I think they make up for the fact of... they make up for the fact that the AI is kind of dumb by, I think, like, giving them more numbers, but... Okay, so he's going to take a shot, and he's going to miss right there. It's okay, I miss all the time when I take shots, too. Let's go for the 64. There we go. So we've got a kill right there. Have them drop back down to prone, be ready. And let's wait and see what happens right here. I'm not hearing any noises. I think what I prefer to do right now is let's take a look at everybody's armaments. We'll have him reload. Let's go ahead and reload Brewski as well. Enemy contact lost. Okay, everybody reload right this second. I'm going to have Reaper and Cliff investigate this building over here. So we're going to hit this building and see what happens. We'll have Brewski and we'll keep... Oh, they're coming out. I lack words to say. Is that like one of those things the developers were just at a point where they were like, well, I can't think of what to make this enemy say, so I'm just going to have him say something that's like, I don't have anything to say right now. A 14 AP shot right there. Not going to use burst fire. One of the things about this gun is that it costs us more AP to take basic shots, but it has the ability to take multiple AP, multiple burst fire shots as well. So for example, I think what I said right there was a little bit tumultuous. I think it was less than satisfactory. Let me reiterate here. It takes more AP with the Tommy gun to fire a single shot, but it comes with the benefit of being able to burst fire for a considerably less amount of AP. So for example, it would be 10 AP for me to fire one single shot right now, but a burst fire would not be that much worse. So you see right there it's 15. And so while single shots are penalized, multi-shots are by contrast much, much better. Now a burst fire I think puts 3 rounds into them, and you can score. I think it makes a different hit roll for each shot. Not exactly sure how it works, but we don't have an ammo supply right now, which sort of deters me from using burst fire very much. I need to keep my ammo supply very, very carefully guarded. Let's take a turn and take a shot at him. Meanwhile, I think Bones will more than likely have decent shots at him too. There we go. Enemy eradicated. And so it looks like we've liberated the prison. So what we want to do right now is let's get down with some looting. So we've got knee pads and we've got a newspaper. I'd make a joke about the knee pads, but they do actually have military applications, so there's that. Let's throw that into our group queue right there, or into our group inventory. This guy dropped some rum. Hell yeah, but don't show it to Cliff because he's already got an alcoholism problem, and so I don't want him to use up our loot. If he takes the booty, unfortunately, I'm going to be frustrated with him. Alright. So let's search every cell, and I'm willing to bet there's going to be all kinds of lootables up in here. So let's get with that first. So in the safe, we've got ourselves some 5.56 NATO ammunition. We've got a San Hermanos gold coin, the currency used on the island. It's probably vendor trash. We've got a combat knife over here, which is nothing new. We've got plenty of those already. What does this little one do over here? Oh, it's the squad one, their inventory. Okay. So maybe let's have a better look around because there's all kinds of new lootable objects that I'm not aware of, and I want to make sure we get everything. So there's a lootable box right here. That's going to be a military scarf, not for comfort, for secrecy. So I suppose we could throw that on, make us look super gangster while we're running through here. Got some 30-06. That's pretty cool. 30-06 is a pretty powerful round, actually. I think mostly 30-06 is used for hunting anymore. I mean, it's a pretty big round, a 30-06. I don't know anybody that owns a 30-06 personally. Most people I know have things that are chambered in either 7.62, 5.56, 9mm, or I mean, that's pretty much small arms in the United States, by and large. I mean, I know a lot of people that have like deuces too. They just keep like a, you know, just a little rimfire pistol or whatever. Can a pistol be a rimfire? I don't even know what rimfire means. I'm not a gun guy. I don't own guns. I don't have a lot of guns. I probably will purchase one at some point, but... Ooh, a balaclava. Very cool. So we've got a balaclava over here. We've got a Hossberg 500. That's actually a really, really good shotgun IRL. Some 12 gauge ammo to go along with it. Okay. Pleased about what we've been looting so far, although I'm a little 7.62 by 39. Okay. So it's a World War II Soviet round. Alright. Learning new things every day. And some parabellum ammo. I was hoping we would get a lot more really, really small arms. Like these all count as small arms right here. But I was hoping we would get better small arms. Like more 38, for example, or more, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to be obliging. We can get up inside this cabinet as well, although it looks like that's going to be a big goose egg for us. Unfortunate, very, very unfortunate. I was hoping there'd be a tad more loot in here. I'm not trying to sound ungrateful right now. We had a good loot run, believe me. We got a lot of good stuff out of here, but by the way, was there any lootables out here? Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think anybody dropped anything. I understand the decision to make it so that you couldn't loot the enemy's ammo off their bodies after you kill them. But I do wish it was full loot like Fallout or like a lot of the other turn-based games. Let's get our squad leader up here. Let's see if we can find this girl that they've got in prison that they're torturing or whatever. Or God knows what they've been doing to her, to be honest. So, in all honesty, this is a very subpar position to be in life. Victoria Waters. Is that who we're looking for? Well, I didn't think anyone would come and make a prison break. Lucky for me, I guess. We're here looking for someone specific. Okay, so who are you looking for? I haven't seen many others here, though. How about you tell us your name, and then we'll tell you who we're looking for. I'm Victoria. Ah, so it is you. Your father sent us to get you back to him. He just stood by and forbade me from attacking the soldiers when they were killing our family. I'm surprised he had the guts to ask someone to get me out. Although he must be devastated, I don't want to go back and work on the farm. Will you please let me join you? He asked us to take you back. Why should we let you join us? He wants me back, I'm sure, but I have a feeling I'm meant for a much more than working on a farm. I'm pretty good at shooting, and I'm great at fixing things. I could take care of myself, but with you I'll have a much better chance at revenge on the prince. Sure, we could use the help. Wonderful, but I won't work for free. I'll give you a week of my time because you busted me out of this place, but after that I expect to get paid. That seems like really, considering you're in here being tortured and like whatever else, I'd work for the guy for, I'd be like, listen, I give you all kinds of time. If you want to pay me, you can pay me, but let's liberate some islands or something. Yeah, they got a meat cleaver up in this bitch. Damn, Hoss. That's hella scary. Alright. I don't mess with meat cleavers. Got a medical box over here that's lootable. It's got a band-aid in it. That works out, actually, because I've used up a lot of my band-aids over the course of the last battle. The only wound that was sustained during this fight was on Reaper. So hopefully he heals up, but I think you actually have to... Ooh, this box is lootable over here, too. Okay. So we've got 2 12 gauge. We've got 4 38 special. And then we've got another military scarf. Alright, let's have a look at this new girl, see if she's any good. So, Victoria. She's got no weapons right now. She's unequipped. However, what is she good at? So she's got the MacGyver perk, which means she repairs stuff pretty fast. Coordination, marksmanship, that all looks great. Her mechanical skills are off the chart. So that would be nice for maintaining our weapons and making sure that they don't fall apart, I'm assuming anyways. I don't see a durability bar around here anywhere on our weapons. So maybe it's only for repairing armor or something, but let's get her equipped. We've got a long-term contract with her, so I figure it's worthwhile. What does a balaclava do for me? Gives you armor. Does that go on the head, or where does that go? It goes on the face. Okay. The most popular mask for robbing liquor stores. Yep, hitting up the bodega, being like, give me the loot, son. And so, what does that leave us with right now? I guess I'll give her a balaclava and some knee pads or something. I don't know. Give her some kind of armor so that she can't be shot in the knees or anything. She needs a firearm, but we don't have enough bullets left. You know, I think she might be a suitable choice for the Mossberg. So let's go ahead and give that to her, and we'll give her the shotgun shells with it. What's the range looking like on this? Actually, it appears to do... it falls off pretty quick, actually. I don't know if that's the range in squares that you can be from the enemy. This looks like it's going to be like a point-blank weapon for us. What I may do with Bones is I may cancel their account and then strip them of all their ammunition. It's something that I haven't really tested out just yet, and I don't know what the smart way to do this is. But I'm going to get rid of his backup firearms, and right around the time we come back to his contract being up, I may consider briefly canceling him and then bringing other people along, even though he's about to level up. It looks like we're doing pretty well right now with regards to XP. How's our main character doing? He's not quite as close. But I am happy that this isn't like an RNG simulator. I don't like it when games make it so that you just sit there firing and missing at each other for hours at a time. Like, seriously, that's not a mechanic that I've ever found myself to enjoy. So I'm glad that the accuracy values and the characters that they give you are at least suitable to where you can engage at a medium range, like, you know, 5 to 10 squares and still make a shot every now and again. It looks like there's a back door over here that goes to a graveyard. And then also, oh, I didn't even notice that. I could have come through the back door. Oh, dumb mode. Oh, well. Straight through the front door worked out perfectly fine. Nobody took any damage except for a minor scratch and a wound on Reaper. So I'm not too concerned about it. In the tutorial, these had crates in front of all the beds, and you could loot all the crates. So unfortunately, there's a lot less loot here in the real game than there was in the tutorial. It's a little disappointing because we could use it. We could definitely use the kit. Let's go back up here. And now that we've knocked this out, what does it do? Lilitu Prison. It doesn't supply us with any cash, and in fact it doesn't appear to do much for us. So let's go back to Farmer Miguel and let him know what's up. We'll get our travel on right now, and we'll swing on through. Let's go talk to him. And so we'll double click and we'll go back to the Bushy Pointy Farm. That's a technical term, the Bushy Pointy Farm. So let's go back and we'll have another chat with him. Hopefully it doesn't throw us back into the throes of combat. We've got a pretty good squad going right now. I'm really pleased with the fact that we're not spending a ton of money right now, but we've still got a very competent squad that doesn't seem to pull any punches when it comes to fighting the enemies. I mean, the enemy's kind of dumb, so you do have a pretty good advantage in most of your engagements, but that being said, it's nice to have a team that can take care of business as well. Let's have Brewski do the talking since he's the squad leader. Where's my daughter? Did you find her? Yes, but we took her on to help us fight the prince. But she's my little girl. She should be here with me and safe. You better make sure no harm comes to her. I'll hold you personally responsible if anything happens. Though you did save her from Lilitu, plus if she's going to be fighting for you, she should be equipped properly. I'll give you what profits I can from my farm. Thank you. The money will be put to good use. Alright, well I don't know where we can spend the money right now. I think that's something that I'll probably make a save right here and I'll try and figure out where I can spend the money because this is going to be the last episode that I record for the day. And then once I find the place where I can spend money, I'll just reload so that we don't lose the time. I don't count that as save scumming. It's just figuring out the mechanics of the game and making sure that you're using your time to an optimum level. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerdcast for the next episode of Jagged Alliance Flashback. I look forward to playing the game, and if you continue to like it, let me know down in the comments below. It really does help me decide what gets kept on here. And I'll see you all later. Bye, everybody.